Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Oirat Oppression campaign. So the war leader in the defensive war is at low enthusiasm. We have 5 ticking war score. It looks like we're doing our job and defending the faith. It's very nice. We're very nice people. In order to actually get up to him now, we've got a whole bunch of forts to deal with, which is rather unfortunate. I'd really prefer not to suffer tons of attrition sieging these things down. But it's gonna have to happen eventually, so let's just go siege one at a time. Actually, no. I want to put that leader in charge down here, and I'd wanted to engage him up there, but he's hiding. Are you actually going to try to siege my fort? That's kind of aggressive. We've got hills, jungle, hills. None of which I'm particularly excited about fighting in. I think we'll just wait. Continue doing what we've done best. And yes, he is actually just going for my province, which is weird. So we're just going to siege back, like siege down all of the Oirat's holdings so that they can't do anything. And engage Yarkand here. Uzbek's going to have a hard time making any money with none of their territory being in their control. I'm not too overly concerned with the loot that's available. This army doesn't even have enough troops to actually do the siege. Our own terrain versus a whole bunch of infantry. This should go well. Master of Mint. We're already losing some per year, but having a Master of Mint could be nice. It would take many years for this to actually go away. Pretty happy with the guy we have right now, though. Defender against Muscovite. Well, we're gonna have to get started on this capital up here so that Muscovite can't actually occupy any of it. He is moving into Irtish. He'll be there on the 18th of August. Damn it. He is fast. Well, as long as I don't let him take these, I don't think he's going to take the capital. So we'll just hang out then. He probably wanted to conquer, but he's not going to be able to get anything, because I'm not going to give him that space. I meant to detach an army for that province, but I forgot. Nice work there, Timurids. Being pretty active with their 1 regiment. That's great. Alright, are you ready to quit yet? Keep on doing some looting since we can. Probably can afford to turn these forts off now. We'll keep that one on. I'm gonna miss the loot strength, but it's okay. We'll survive without it. Got every single freaking war we get this modifier. We'll take the money this time. I don't want to risk having Beijing actually try to rebel. Okay, we're still at negative 9,000. That's not as bad as it used to be. Pretty good war score so far against him. Continuing to lose 1%. It's like 200 men per month in this army just to protect it. If we could have more maneuver, or just better supply in general, that'd be great. Not keep power projection up. It'd be nice if we could have declared war on Beijing, or sorry, on Delhi. That would actually give us the power projection. So he only has the one fort. Why is this happening? We have a negative 12.6 unrest province and it's rebelling? Okay. Although we are well aware that no one likes paying taxes, you would think that they would have the sense to realize that glorious victories on the battlefield require a little more taxation. Is that related to the event that we chose? I already lowered taxes. Ottomans are going after Serbia. Uzbek will be forced to give Muscovite 10% of the money. Yep. So they got him fully occupied. There was nothing else they could take, so they just ended up piecing out. Perfect. Annex subjects just went away. Right in time for us to annex Nogai. Are you seriously gonna just continue this war? I mean, you're at negative 19 now. I am not gonna leave the war goal, just so you know. Well, maybe I will. To kill this thing and prevent you from getting your fort back. If you don't succeed... Damn. Alright, well that fight should break the war. But we're gonna end up losing a lot of troops because of it. Ask yourself, was it worth it? Probably not. Well, I'm not gonna let those guys recover. We're just gonna consolidate, hang out on the war goal. We lost control of that fort, which put them back up to medium. Because they're making gains. Alright. So... starting to get excited about clicking the button. I mean, is there any possibility we can just eat all of Yarkand in this war? No, we can't, so... should just wait until they're at low. They feel good about their military strength, but bad about relative strength of the Alliance. Full annexation of Serbia. I mean, there's no chance they can get my forts. We're not going to be able to demand anything from Yarkand without sieging one of their forts, I think. Alright, well, we're going to get started on this. And... nope, not related to us. Brittany has embraced Reformed. Pure infantry versus pure cavalry. In the mountains? No. Bad idea. This siege is going to take a while, I think, but it's alright. I guess maybe we should help out. This is... if we can get there in time. We'll be there by the 20th. 6 more days. Can you guys hold out that long? Oh yeah. Straight back to the war goal with us. Could you please just quit? Like, you are really being ridiculous. AI doesn't ever seem to want to quit anymore. They don't know when they've been beaten. Timurids are being really opportunistic with this little army. Although they can't have any progress without, oh shoot. That is a fort. Which means that despite the fact that we have Uzbek full occupied, they're probably not going to be willing to peace out. Actually, Urumqi's only worth 2 point something more score. This says it's going to cost Diplo points, but we used tribal superiority, and I think this is one of the ones that didn't actually cost any points. So, why don't we just go ahead and full annex Uzbek? $114 Diplo points. Let's see if it actually happens. It did not. Stupid interface. Needs to stop lying. So unfortunately, this is not accepted culture, but it is the right religion, so it's not going to be too high on revolt risk. Plus we've got minus 5 years of separatism from something. I could have probably transferred this one to Nogai and had them deal with it, but we're about to annex them. It's fine. So that means we got our fort back, which means we can un-mothball or re-mothball it. Yarkand's got a fairly sizable army, but it's over dealing with the Timurid capital. Trading in fur. Cool. That's going to make it quite easy to stay high on prestige. We should be able to move into here from Kochar. Apparently not. Apparently that's the fastest route to get there. Huh. I don't really understand why though. Like, we occupy this. The forts... oh, this has a border with that province. That's why. Duh. That is kind of a sinuous little connection. You trying to make the Timurids go bankrupt? I shouldn't be surprised by that. By the way, this war ended. Apparently. I didn't get a pop-up about it. Parked 20,000 troops on the war goal forum for a couple years, and they won't even tell me when they've signed a peace. That's great. Okay, well, we can click that button while we're at war, right? We can. Autonomy increased has happened a bunch. You have -10 unrest in places. Kiva. And when it gets to -10, that's when I start to think, maybe. -10 with overextension. I mean, that is something. I'll tell you what, we'll lower autonomy after we finished coring what we took from the Uzbeks and what we're going to take from Yarkand. Because I don't want to have to deal with unrest. Because we're not going to be at +3 stability for one thing. But also, as soon as we finish this war, we're going to have more unrest. Well, here's the thing. You're too large to actually full annex, right? Yeah. So there's no point in pushing it any further. We've already got a fort. We have no claims, which would have been nice. The Timurids have 2 things. Let's transfer occupation to that. None of it's going to cost any Diplo points this way. So those go back to the Timurids. And then other than that, we'll take your fort so we don't have to deal with it next time. And then we'll just take whatever we can get our hands on. Something like that seems great. 36% overextension. Give me your money. Sure. Okay. Mothball your fort. We will mothball that fort. You will have to disband your army because you can't afford it. Timurids are pretty happy to get some of their territory back. Next up, we need to do something there. We need to annex Nogai. We don't need to improve relations with you. 1112 diplomatic power. My gosh. Well, let's get started. 1577. It's a long time. And that's after being reduced by a little bit. Okay, we're assuming that they're not rebellious. Yep. 3 per month, same religion. If I force their culture, we can speed up the integration. Can't I do that? No? What happened to the enforced religion or enforced culture? Alright, well, we'll just start that process. We're going to have a rebellion, most likely. But it's going to be a minor one. And we're so low on the force limit right now. 40 out of 98. Alright, I'm going to just do it. I know we're low on manpower. I know it's never going to be a perfect time. I just feel like doing it. Now hopefully we're not going to go... We're going to be able to tech up before these points disappear. I think that's how it works. I think if you let a single day tick by, or maybe it's a month, if you let a couple days tick by, you'll lose the points. But if you wait, like if you do it right as you click the button, I think you can go over. So our limit's going to go down. Okay, let's reform the government. Ouch. It hurts. -2 stability. We're at 1485. As long as we spend them right now, we're okay. 45% reduction due to now being in the Sunni tech group, or the Muslim tech group. So still 45 or 40% more expensive, but that's far less than they used to be. So we'll take tech, whatever it's called. I feel like that hasn't actually gotten any better. I guess they're just not really that much higher. Nothing else available as far as ideas or decisions go. Before we spend all of our Diplo points, let's get back up. I should have probably not done this when I had so much overextension, but oops, whatever. We'll get back to 0. Mistakes were made. Alright, so we are allowed to have 80% cavalry. So we can still have a ton, right? And if I put this whole army together in one big force right now, we would have 32 out of 39 regiments. That's 82%. So we're pretty close to the upper bound. We'll need to train some more infantry. And we lost our 50% bonus to force limit. We lost our 50% bonus to manpower cap, so our manpower cap's 65. Sorry, our force limit 65, manpower cap's much less. We lost our bonus loot speed, but we gained unjustified demands, national unrest reduction, and we have access to the regular government types. So if we wanted to, we could do like national manpower modifier, income from vassals. We can work our way up to like absolute monarchy eventually. So we're back to normal stuff. We're also very close to being able to upgrade to an empire. A little bit more development. We'll be able to do it. Tyrol will do what now? Tyrol exists, first off, which is weird. So we have actually... what the hell's going on? Portugal! Portugal is effing Castile. It's effing them up. That is so cool! Morocco's still strong. Tuscany has expanded into Milan. Switzerland seems to have taken some of what used to be Austria. Austria's being forced to the northeast. Bohemia is about the same. Hungary's expanding. Hungary's way bigger than they normally are. They ate, what is that, Serbia or Bosnia? One of the two. Denmark's eating their way up into Sweden. Norway killed Sweden. What happened there? How did Norway kill Sweden? And Burgundy still exists. Wow. Some weird stuff happening in these games I've been having. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, well, I feel pretty good about the decision. We're making good money right now. With lower maintenance. Really good money right now, in fact. Inflation's still being suppressed. 14 forts. Getting kind of costly. Alright, cool. I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.